Internet, it's the Who Gaming here, and today we're back with another Quest TCG video, and I know it's been a while since we've had one of these. Sorry about that. I have no excuse, I'm sorry.
Anime.
Yeah, anime. But I just wanted you guys to know that we have not stopped production on Quest just because they stopped making videos. As a matter of fact, we are proud to announce that Set 1 of Quest TCG is now finished and available for purchase on the Gamecrafter. Give yourself a pat on the back.
I'm not as cringy as you.
Okay, so, so to sort of celebrate this accomplishment, which took far longer than it really should have, we're lazy.
He's lazy.
I'm lazy. We're going to do a little bit of a trip down memory lane and talk about the origins and sort of the progression of Quest, like from the first moment we had the idea to start Quest until now, since this is a bit of a pretty amazing milestone to finally finish our first set.
Even though it's half of what it should be.
Even though it's only a 60 card set, which is we're lazy. I'm lazy. So I guess we should get started with that then. So it has been just over a year since we first came up with the idea for Quest.
He came up with it, made me his art slave.
Yeah, I made her my art slave. It was good times, good times.
Because I can draw.
You can, though.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. But the first... Do you remember the first card we ever made for the game?
Alice.
Atlas the Earthen Warrior, the first original art of it. We got him a new art. I don't know if I've told anybody this yet. We did revamp the art for Atlas.
I hope my butt wasn't in that. Yep, it was.
Yeah, this art for Atlas was the first card. That's not gonna focus. Whatever. It's the first card we ever made for the game.
You've seen the other videos. It's fine.
Yeah. This webcam doesn't like to autofocus. I literally had to unscrew the faceplate in order to make it focus because it's stupid. So now we have a lot more than just Atlas. We have enough to make entire decks of cards of Quest, which is quite the accomplishment, I think, at least. We've got... So we're gonna show you guys a lot of like the behind the scenes, I guess, sort of stuff. We got a binder, like folder full of artwork. We got our Photoshop files on this other screen here, and we're gonna switch over there later on and show you guys that. So we're just sort of gonna do a celebration that we finally reached this milestone. Do you have anything to say to the YouTube audience? That's about it. All right. So we've got in this folder, I can only show you what's in one side of it because we have it split up between finished artwork and not so finished artwork. So a lot of the stuff on the other side is probably going to be set to artwork. We've got a lot, just a lot of artwork here. So we're going to go through a bit of it. Some of it you haven't seen yet, which is, so I guess this will be sort of the first time you ever see a lot of this artwork.
Or at least the rough scratch.
Or at least the rough drafts of them. So here is this was the last card we did to finish up Set 1 of Quest TCG. This was the last card I finished.
Even though it's pretty wonky. I mean, the leg is pretty screwed up.
Yeah, but I fixed that up in post. So I'm going to switch over here, and you can see all of our Photoshop files, work in progress files. We got a lot of them here. And we're going to come here, and we're going to go to completed cards. I think I made him a bronze rare. So you can see what he looks like. Where is he saved? Here he is. Kingsguard. So here he is finished. So you can sort of see the work that goes into making these, finishing these up. I think he looks really good. I think. I like how his artwork came out. So that's a little bit of, I guess, of a look inside the process. We switch back to this other scene. And there we go. So we're going to go through a lot of this artwork and just sort of reminisce. We can ask Vivian for her thoughts, what she was thinking when she drew most of this stuff. That's if she wants to answer that question. The sort of, I guess, inspiration for a lot of these cards. You gotta say some stuff. Can't let you just sit here. So here we have 2 new cards for the little Beast Warrior archetype. They're turtles, and they're awesome. This is Tiny Turtle. I renamed him because that's what I wanted to go with, and Trapper Turtle, which is sort of they're added onto the Beast Warrior archetype, and they're little turtles. And I think Trapper Turtle has a really cool effect. Similarly to when Boom Bunny is conjured onto the field, it gets an effect that's activated if it's summoned by the effect of its like baby version. So Trapper Turtle has a similar ability. Let me pull it up here. And you can see if this card is conjured by the effect of Tiny Turtle, then you may target one warrior or creature your opponent controls. That target cannot attack or change zones while it remains on the field. I thought that was pretty cool since it's sort of like it's trapping it, I guess. So these guys, I actually had a lot of fun finishing up. I thought they were really fun to... I mean, they were pretty simple, or at least this one was, but I thought it was really fun. So what kind of inspiration did you have to draw these?
Well, it's a baby and it's a turtle, and I thought the shell would be too heavy for the baby, so, that's Tiny Turtle's thing.
So he's sort of like trapped underneath this turtle. He can't support the weight of his shell.
Guess you could say he's trapped.
And then I really like that the trapping turtle is just like, he's just a guy with his shell on his back. I thought that was like, I don't know, I thought that was pretty funny compared to a lot of the other cards in this archetype. I just thought he looked a lot more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Since if you look at a lot of the other ones, they're sort of, not that they're uninteresting. They're just like, this one has a lot more detail, especially like in the shell. They got just so much artwork here. This one was, I guess, a lot of the more recent artwork that you guys haven't seen is near the top. So we also have these guys who are also a part of that archetype. I love how his name is, let's see if we can put, that's Whittlewolf and Wild Wolf. And I think it's funny how we're like already in a way ripping ourselves off, since this one's sort of eerily similar to Little Leo already. I thought it was kind of cool though, because they're sort of like counterparts in a lot of ways. So you have Little Leo, and then you can like compare here, but I'll pull up the finished card version of the Widow Wolf too. Yeah, you can see here. Can I pull these up side by side? So you can sort of see that they're in like the same pose too.
Oops.
No, that's not a bad thing. I think it's cool because they're like counterparts. And then if you look at Wild Wolf and Loyal Leo, they're drastically different, but I thought that was cool, to be honest. Yeah, there's just a lot of artwork here. Here's some that a lot of you... Let's get into the more nostalgic ones, the ones that they've already seen. So you've got some... let's switch back to the other scene. We've got Titanic Golem here in its first sketch. I remember when I said... When I got you to draw this, I was like, I just want a giant that's just a cluster F of everything. And then she drew this... And I was like, yeah, perfect, thank you. And immediately made it into a card. So, and here's on the back, I guess this is like the first sort of concept.
Yeah.
It's hard to see, but on the back is sort of like the first concept kind of guy. Just way different. Although I kind of prefer what we got. And then oh look, speak of the devil, you have Little Leo here. And Loyal Leo.
Yeah, I can draw a little better now, but I mean, it's still a little cringy looking back.
Still cringy looking back. I always thought that Loyal Leo was... I think Loyal Leo was the second speed art I ever did on the channel, I think. That sounds about right. And it got a lot of really good reviews from what I remember. A lot of people seem to enjoy it. Then we got, let's see, Let's see if we can find some seriously nostalgic ones. Let's see if we can find one from the first set of cards I ever printed. Because those ones were always really nostalgic. Though I don't know if we have any of them anymore.
Yeah, because you like to throw stuff away.
I don't like to throw stuff away. It's just that stuff gets lost. I didn't think I'd ever need it again. Oh well, I guess we could show them the Atlas revise, since a lot of people thought we should redesign Atlas. So we actually did. And I think he looks a lot better now, and he actually has an ability now. Which I don't want to show you guys everything because I want there to be some surprises when you go to buy packs and stuff. But I think there's a lot of... I think his ability is pretty interesting. And there's just a lot of random art here. Do you have anything else you want to talk about in terms of like the process that went into making this card game? Well, we did a lot of... When we were first starting, and as you can see, like, the way the art in our cards got a lot better as we went along, because I started implementing new techniques on my end, and Vivian started increasing, I guess, the quality on her end. But we started doing... I'm going to see if I can... I don't know how well it's going to show up, but I'm going to try and show you guys this. If you look at... Let me see something that's really obvious. This, maybe? You can see the way that the shading used to be done. It was very like solid shading like this. I guess that's what I mean. But more recently, let me see if I can find something that's more recent. This Atlas revise. I'll show you guys this even though. But you can see that there's a lot more of a gradient.
Subtle.
Yeah, so I blended it together so that it sort of is a lot more subtle. So there's tiny stuff like that most people wouldn't notice that I think adds a completely more professional and a more professional look to the cards, and I think it just looks a lot better. I still think these castle cards look like trash, but, well, that's what you get when you're asking me to draw cards. You get trash.
You could show them the sneak peek of the Spectral Castle.
The Spectral Castle? Do you really want to show them that? I mean, that's... the Spectral Castle is going to be part of the first series of starter decks, as well. It's also going to be released in set 2, which... Do we want to show them that? Because that's sort of...
Maybe just one.
Show them one? Okay.
To see, like, the drastic difference between the Cardinal and that.
Yeah, because yours is... The ones that Vivian draws are so much better than mine.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Look at this! Okay, this is the first castle piece you'll get to see from the Spectral Castle. And just how amazing is that? That's the core, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the centerpiece.
Yeah, so it just looks so much better than anything I could draw. This is why I made Vivian my art slave, because I can't do it. I also really like this thing. It's just really cool. It's just like a mash of a bunch of different mythical creatures. But, so yeah, you can see that a lot of our artwork has increased in quality over time. And we're also going to, I think the next set we've already agreed is going to be 120 cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the next set is going to be double what we have for this set. So if that takes a little bit longer...
3 years later.
3 years later, yep.
I mean, this one took 1 year. What is that going to take?
But we got a lot of these cool cards here. I'm just really happy with how a lot of these cards came out. And the fact that we've actually done it. We've finished the first set. And it's insane. And I hope you guys will go out and buy... Give me your money, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I want to get my card game into mine and Vivian's card game into the hands of other people.
So tell your friends.
So tell your friends. And we've actually made this card game as cheap as possible to where we still get a little bit of money. We get, I think it's like $1 or a little bit less than $1 for every pack, because we're only charging $5.99 per pack, and I think Gamecrafter takes like 4 something out of that. So we get almost nothing from every pack that's purchased. So if that's any indicator, we just want other people to see our card game. We don't really want... We're not in it for the money. I mean, if we could make money out of it, I mean, that's more of a plus than anything. That'd be nice, but I just want to see people have the card game. I don't know about you.
I want people to have fun.
Yeah, I want people to have fun playing the game and see all of the effort that we put into making this. So with that said, if you guys do buy these packs and want to do pack opening videos and stuff like that, just comment that down below because I want to see all of those. I want to see every person that opens up a pack of this card game or does a battle video or anything like that. So definitely post it down below, and we might just like give you a shout out or something because that'd be so cool to see. Absolutely. I know we don't really have the largest following to give shout outs, but I mean anything counts. But
you have what, 400, 500?
400 and 442, I think, subscribers, something like that. I don't remember.
Too lazy to pull it up.
I mean, I could pull it up, but it's I don't really think the subscriber count is that important to me. I think it's every individual person watching that takes an interest in my game. In our game. I greatly appreciate that, and I know Vivian greatly appreciates it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love every single person that leaves a like on our Quest TCG videos or any of my videos. I'm just really appreciative for every person that watches my videos and any person that enjoys our card game. So with that said, I hope you enjoy set 1 of Quest TCG because we worked really hard on it. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling up to it.
Stay safe. Don't do drugs.
That's the way. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.